Alrighty, hello again. This is Trice Majestus, and we're on the way home from the carrier yet again. With a long, long way to go. Alright. Galaxy map.
Here's the galaxy map, Commander.
Okay, let's fill that in. I thought I was one jump from a neutron star. Nope, I'm 9 jumps from a neutron star. But there really aren't that many along here. It says I have 80 jumps. Hello, hello?
Sorry for the delay.
That's okay. I'm trying to figure out how many... Oh boy, that's nowhere near good. 80 jumps from one thing and 112 from another. I guess we're going to be doing some manual plotting. Yeah.
Well, boss, I found you a couple of Empire places that's got some mining missions.
Oh, cool. I'll have to do that once I get back.
They're not as high paying as Jameson, but it's probably because I get barely friendly, not even friendly with them.
Ah, okay. Well, yeah, they'll probably get better going along.
Right.
So, Trace.
Yep.
Let me ask the question because I don't want your bullshit way. I was asking a question. I have Elite Dangerous Horizons. I have Elite Dangerous Odyssey.
Yep.
When Odyssey goes live, and say something happens, I get pissed and I don't like Odyssey anymore.
Yep.
So I I go back and I go to play in Horizons. Maybe I'm working on engineers, but maybe I go to working on engineers and everything because I like the way, they haven't messed it up quite as bad as they have with the new version with Odyssey attached to it.
Mm-hmm.
So I go back there. Everything I do in the original Horizons, is it going to transfer over to the new Horizons with Odyssey?
As of yet, that's not known.
Well, according to Philip,
no, my God, if you do anything Horizons, it'll be transferred over.
Yes, it will. You just won't have access to your suit and your
it's two separate entities. It's not going to cross.
That's not crossing over, but if you gain credits in space in Odyssey and then you jump off and get on Horizons, you'll have the damn credits.
They have not guaranteed that as of yet. That has not come out in an official statement. There's been discussions on it for a number of people. And most of the people talking about it believe they're just going to share this. They're going to share the same database.
Yes.
But that is not yet been stated from Frontier.
That's what I told them. I've read everything on Odyssey and Horizons and the whole 9 yards, and I read from top to bottom and all of it, and it doesn't say.
That has
it's
to
not
be how it works,
definitive.
though.
No, it doesn't, Phil.
I don't give a shit, Philip. A lot of shit in Elite don't work like it's supposed to.
No, we won't know that till it goes live and someone tests it. Now, since then, I'm of the opinion, and this is strictly an opinion, that they will share the same database.
I just don't see how they could do it.
Oh, that's...
because we kind of sort of know that if we play in Odyssey, say Anthony and Yella, they don't have Odyssey. We
Yep.
won't be able to talk to them. It's just like now with Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
They're crossing platforms.
Right.
I do know that there was a guy who had just Elite. I had Elite and Horizons.
Mm-hmm.
We could communicate in chat, but he couldn't come and talk to us like we are right now, and he couldn't be in the same instance as we are.
That may very likely still be true with Odyssey.
But that's different from not having
You're correct.
access to the stuff you earn.
Mm-hmm. You're correct. That is different, and they may be like they do with pre-Horizons and Horizons. They shared the same database. So if you went on one night and you played pre-Horizons and played Horizons another night, they shared the database. Your ship location would be identical. Your credits earned did carry over. In fact, that's still true. Well, I mean, they merged them, so they're one today. But
Now you don't have a choice in the
but
matter.
they did share databases, but not runtimes. That was true between Horizons and the original. They have not yet stated that is a guarantee, at least to my knowledge.
Literal riots from lots of people.
No.
If it's not the case.
No,
you
they
know
won't.
this.
They'll just get pissed and angry, quit, and then they'll come back later on and play it.
Now, as far as my opinion on this, based on their stated game plan, there's going to be a week of downtime where none of the elites are available.
Okay.
Yeah.
That only makes sense, okay, as a plan. Yes,
I'm interrupting him, Philip.
is if they are sharing the database. That is the only, because it will take that long for a database upgrade.
Yeah. So in Alpha 4, then Phase 4, they're combining them?
No,
They're not just...
no, they won't combine them until the release.
That's
So
what I
what?
thought.
So what we're getting on Phase 4 is a converted database from Horizons into Odyssey, playing on the Odyssey servers and Odyssey database.
Oh, okay.
But it's going to be down a few days, they said.
Not for Phase 4.
I thought they said it
No,
was until they got all the
before-
commanders transferred over.
Yeah, they are for like.
Okay, they are? Okay.
they said.
Okay, well then they have to do that.
I will maybe find out tomorrow when they have their Twitch live thing.
Mm-hmm.
And while I'm on it tomorrow, tomorrow morning I gotta go have my peepers checked to see if I need to change my glasses or not. So it depends on how bad they dilate my eyes and junk, or whether I'll be on tomorrow night.
Yeah. Oh, I'm kind of pissed at the medical establishment at the moment. She's got an eye appointment tomorrow. Don't worry about it. But I had my COVID vaccine appointment canceled for tomorrow, and that's pissing me off right now.
Philip, can you not hear Trace?
Yes.
Okay, stop interrupting. So they canceled your vaccine.
They canceled my vaccine appointment. The state did not deliver.
I'm gonna be nosy,
Enough.
just because I care about you. Was you getting the 1 shot or the 2 shot?
2-shot.
Okay.
I don't know which of the 2 shots I was getting, but I was getting one of the 2 shots.
I hope it was the one that it starts with an M.
The Moderna?
Yeah, there you go. It seems to be the one with the less side effects. Do
Moderna.
not, repeat, do not get Johnson & Johnson's 1 shot.
Why?
God, they made one too.
Yeah, Johnson & Johnson is a standard vaccine. Okay, it goes along the same lines as the flu vaccine, which means it is less effective against the variants. It's not ineffective. It will still reduce the severity of any of the known variants.
It will also give you blood clots and kill you.
There is that potential if you have certain other conditions. But then again, that's the same with most of the other vaccines of that type.
All I know is that countries are canceling Johnson & Johnson, and so has 4 or 5 states in the United States due to the blood clot issue.
Oh, lovely. Okay. The last I checked, it was not above baseline. They're reporting it dutifully as, it is something that needs to be reported, but it's not above baseline expectation for that.
Well, what I thought was funny is there was a young woman, she's probably in her 30s or 40s, no underlying conditions, and she was giving a speech with was it the CDC or the WHO? No, it was the WHO, because it was the foreign guy. And they were up there, and she was speaking, and she said, yes, I got my shot 2 days ago. She said, yes, I'm feeling some of the effects to it, but everything is just fine. And then all of a sudden, she just flopped to the floor.
Oh, Lord.
They rushed her off to the hospital, and I haven't heard if she lived or died.
Yeah. How great. Well, anyway, I would prefer to get one of the 2-shot vaccines because they're mRNA vaccines, and the technology on that will result in longer-lasting resistance to the disease and the different variants.
Changes your DNA, don't it?
No, the mRNA vaccine uses a detector that detects the mRNA of the vaccine.
Just keep in mind that your body is going to consider that as a alien.
That's the whole point.
Yeah, just so you know, your body's going to try to fight it.
Same as it does for Philip.
It's the supposed vaccine.
That's the way all vaccines work.
Your body fights it and builds antibodies against the disease. Yeah, that's the way it works.
Yes. Yeah, but normal vaccines
There is not
are
no
designed
normal.
to disguise themselves so they don't get seen as a enemy or.
No, wrong. Most normal vaccines are dead versions of the virus, and they are absolutely detected as the virus itself. That's what the Johnson & Johnson one is. It's dead COVID.
But it's got a severe side effect. It's bad.
Yeah. So, but the last I checked, and albeit my last time I checked was over a week ago, is that the occurrence of that side effect was as standard for vaccines.
Oh yeah, if you count it against billions of people, it's small unless it's your ass that gets affected by the side effects.
Well, you get a vaccine for the flu. I mean, you run the same risk every year.
Yeah, that's
No, I don't.
Well, no, because you're allergic to it and you don't take it.
Because you can do the same thing by just drinking some lemon juice. You adjust your pH level of your body, and a virus can't survive.
Yeah, except the coronaviruses have a greater tolerance for that, which is annoying. But that's a common symptom of the various coronaviruses. Now, we've had, there have been a lot of coronaviruses kicking around over the years, and we've got, partial immunity to most of them. It's just this one's a little more being new, a completely new strain with no relation to any of the previous strains. Our body has zero resistance to it, which is why it's so dangerous.
not to mention there's some rare side effects that that no other coronavirus has.
Which may be...
There's
Well,
a side effect that it can affect your nervous system too.
that's present in some of the other ones as well. It's just our body already has antibodies, so it doesn't get time to set up for it like that. That's the problem with this particular coronavirus, is we as a human species do not have any antibody for it yet.
Well, I feel sorry that they canceled your shot since you were really, 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 really wanting it.
Yeah,
But
it's...
I'm sitting here, and I'm 63 years old. The last time I had the regular old standard everyday cold, I was 7 years old. The last time I had anything remotely like a flu was when I was 18.
Oh, wow. Wish I had your immune system.
I'm not going to worry about it. And it's just like this. At my age, you're going to die from something. So, I'm not going to hide in a little hidey hole and let life go by. I'm going to do what I need to do and go on.
Speaking of which, did you hear about that? I think she was French nun, 116 years old. One of, if not the oldest person alive today. She got the coronavirus and didn't really affect her any.
She also survived Spanish flu too. So
yeah, that's true too.
Well, she's got a good immune system. I don't.
Some people don't. Some people do.
Yeah, that's true.
It's just like this. I'm not an anti-vaccine person, and I'm not a vaccine person.
Yep.
My
Same
thinking is that if you two want to go get a vaccine, I'm happy for you. If I don't want to get one, I'm happy for me, and that's the way it should be.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Well, given my history and the history of my, the people and my wife and daughter, we're all going to be getting it because none of us have a really good immune system.
Well, I understand that. I understand that, and it's your choice, your body.
Yep.
But
my problem only comes if the government tries forcing it on everyone. That's freaky.
Passports and all this other shit. Nah,
yeah,
you
that's
can go
insane.
take a hike and walk off a cliff.
Yeah.
Tattoos, little bitty things they put on your skin. Nah.
No, never.
Yeah, never.
Even if I get the vaccine, they don't get to do that to me. Sorry.
Well, they might say, well, you're not going to get to go on vacation anywhere if you don't have this.
Go suck. Anyway.
I understand, please. I understand. But they could a lot of things against a lot of people. If you don't get this, you're not going to be able to come into
Yeah.
work. Okay. So many people over the barrels, it's not even funny. And we
Yep.
just don't know it yet.
Yep.
You know, I'll happily take the vaccine, but if they want to put something on me to track me, no.
Oh,
They can track my cell phone.
There's plenty of
Track my car.
they can put a note on my bloody license. I mean, I've got, you know, so no.
Well, you know.
Hello, Camille.
What was it, little bitty shot cards we had to carry with us everywhere? Remember? I don't
Yeah.
remember that, Trace. Do they still have them?
Oh, the CDC still gives you shot cards if you want them.
Yeah, see? Just print it out there. There you go.
And I'll more than happily have my CDC card filled out. Thank you very much. But no, you're not putting anything in me or on me. Sorry.
And you're not going to threaten me I can't go here or there if I don't have it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But this is me. This is my thinking. This is my thinking. If everybody's pushing this vaccine, you've got to have this vaccine. Okay, go ahead and have it. When you all get vaccinated, don't worry about me if I get COVID-19 or not, because you've all been vaccinated.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
If you get it, it ain't gonna be bad. So go on, worry about yourselves. Don't worry about me. I'll take care of myself.
Yep.
And you hear them
Galaxy
trying
map.
to come up with excuses,
Here's the galaxy map, Commander.
like trying to claim, well, all of a sudden the vaccine might not work. Like, what are you? You're trying to get everyone, but now since you want everyone to get these weird vaccines, I don't know. They can't make up
No, they
their
can't.
mind.
So I'll agree with you on that. And by golly, you said a good one right there. And that Dr. Fauci, I have seen him flip so much. He looks like a
Oh,
freaking
God.
jumping bean. And it's like, well, you could get the vaccine, but for the next year, you're still going to have to do social distancing and mask. And I'm sitting there going,
Yeah, I know. It defeats the purpose of supposedly getting the vaccine in the first place.
yeah, no. But it's okay to let them people that's coming up from the south that is infected come on in, and they got us locked down. It's like, boy, that don't make no sense.
Engage.
Anyway, let's get off this shit before we get into fuss fight.
Yeah, before.
I mean, I've got no problems with the vaccines, but any sort of, tattooed or microchip thing, no thank you.
Trace, what have I told you all along? I don't care if everybody gets the vaccine.
Yeah.
But it should be their choice to. They should.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, when they start forcing stuff, Germany and the Jews and the gas chamber kind of gets in mind. You don't have to. They're gonna load you up on the railroad car and ship you off. It's like, no.
Fuel scooping.
Yeah, I don't think so. No tracking, thank you. I mean, I'm all for vaccines because my immune system is crap.
Well, I understand. You
Yeah.
had pneumonia when you were a kid. Yes, I understand. Totally. I understand. It's like people say, it's like this little piece of mechanical equipment right here, this little cell phone thing. People are annoyed at me because I won't carry this thing around with me 24/7.
I don't either.
Di-
People are annoyed at me too.
Digital leash. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. I've had people call me and I've sat there and looked at it and they call me and I just.
I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah, it's like I told them, if I want to talk to you, I'd answer it. But don't be annoyed. I don't live by that thing. I won't live by that thing.
Yep.
And it's like on our computers, I'm sure
If
they're
you have a
spying
job
on
that
us. I'm
requires
sure
you
that
want
they're
that-
watching us. I'm sure they're listening to everything we say.
Yep.
It's like I told some friends of mine. They said, "Be careful what you say because they're listening." And I said, "It doesn't matter. Well, they'll put you on a list." I said, "I'm on
Engage.
some of the other list. That's not even funny because I said, you
Friendship
forget I
Spawn
built
FTL
roads.
engines and
I
preparing
went
for
to class
jump.
to use explosives. I have gone through an AT&T background check. I have gone through an FBI background check. I was insured through Florida Slungton.
Mm-hmm.
My God, so much files on me. I probably take up at least a quarter of a filing drawer.
You had a farm too, didn't you?
I had a what?
So you probably had a gun or two.
Well, yeah, but I've had my background check with flying cars.
She lives in Oklahoma and used to live on a farm. I mean, come on. Of course she does.
Yeah, exactly.
Of course she lives in Oklahoma, so the file's quite small because they don't give two shakes.
Yeah.
Well, they do. They want to make sure that they're not putting it in
A psychopath, but
that or a convicted criminal's hands.
Yeah.
You know, they do. You know, they run the fingerprints and stuff to make sure that you're not wanted or stuff like that. But as far as putting the collar on you and muzzling you and handcuffing your hands behind your back.
Engage.
Preparing to flood space.
But everybody says, you know, well, they'll be on there. And I said, I'm already on it, so I don't care.
Yeah, you've got explosives training. Of course you've got a file.
Yeah.
And you've been fingerprinted.
Yeah. That's like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Let's see, 20 years ago, they found some C4 in a barn. And the only person around here close enough was me that had any explosive experience. And they called me up there to look at it. And I said, well, I can go look at it, but it don't mean I'm going to touch it.
Yeah.
And they said, well, come up here and look at it and examine it and tell us what we got. And I said, well, there's like I said, it's kind of like going to the store and trying to pick out your favorite cereal. They got 1,000,001 different types, flavors, and nuts and no nuts and raisins and banana chips. And I said, you don't know unless you analyze it and see what's in it. So, but anyways, I went up there and looked at it. And I said, holy, that's an old stuff. And I said, I ain't touching it. I suggest nobody else. I said, call ATF. I said, call Oklahoma. I said, they got a explosive thing. It's going to take them 4 hours to get here. Less if they helicopter in. And
Yeah, old explosive. Who knows if it's going to go off by just disturbing it.
you could just look at it and make it go off. But anyways, they brought him in. And I was sitting here in my house, and all of a sudden I heard,
Boom.
and I thought, holy hell, that wasn't that damn big. You know, the
well,
C4
maybe
that I
they
seen
blew it
was
up.
not that big, and I was like, what the hell did they use to blow that up with?
They probably used some explosives they know it's safe to blow it up.
Mm-hmm. They probably overcharged it to guarantee it would go off.
Yeah. But anyways, I went
Engage.
down there and I said, Jesus, is the guy's
Preparing
barn
for
still
war.
standing? And they all looked at me like, how'd you know? I said, you guys blew that up inside that barn, didn't you? And they said they didn't want to move it out. And I said, Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah. They didn't want to touch it. Absolutely. I don't blame them.
The same opinion you was. And
Yep.
unless they analyzed it, there was no telling that they really didn't want to start digging in it.
Yep. Sorry, your barn's a loss.
The boy's barn.
Ooh. Contact binaries.
Went to the insurance company. Well, you see, ATF blew my barn up.
And they'll say, what the hell were you storing explosives in there for?
Well, to give the boy credit, he bought it from somebody else who had passed away. And the barn was full of junk, and he was cleaning it out when he came across it.
Ooh, taking heat damage.
And luckily, the boy was smart enough that it was weird that he didn't bother it.
Smart. May cost you the barn, but at least it didn't cost you your life. Yeah. All right. How much damage have I taken? No, not too much. Oh,
I will tell you though, these mining missions.
yeah.
Module repaired.
Now Shinrana had some good ones, and we were at that one place, and I went back. God love my soul. I put myself through a bunch of crap. I went back and reviewed your videos, Trace.
Yeah.
Because we were down there doing that. We were mining bromolite and osmium and I can't remember what else we were mining down there in Empire. Well, we were waiting on the courier to jump to time for the courier to jump to Colonia. Because I said, man, it'd be nice if it was closer so I could gather up this osmium and jump over there and just load up. Because we, that one place had quite a bit of osmium.
Mm-hmm.
So I went back and found that, well, okay, we left on it, 28th of February, something like that. So I went back and 2 months on your videos, found the video. And it was in Saui that we had some mining missions in that thing. But we were mining in Saui because Wegener post-orbital, whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like 2,000 light seconds out there, so it wouldn't be very profitable to go get it and bring it in because you'd be interdicted every time.
Yep. I'm repairing.
Oh, okay. Thought you got into a lot of trouble.
How you doing? How you doing? Sorry about ignoring the chat. Sorry.
How do I get to that, cluster? It's inside the exclusion zone of a white dwarf.
He's in there very cautiously.
No, it's way in there. I couldn't get within, 1, meter from it. I couldn't even get into megameters. So, over a late second away.
Well, I would do this. It looks like it's on the other side of the white dwarf, or the neutron star, whatever the hell it is. So I would ease underneath it, come out on the other side, and see if it ain't over there.
Power to shields.
Routing power to shields.
Because the stuff there looks like it's in front of the signal source. Does that make sense, Philip?
Yeah.
So I would ease down and then rotate around to come up underneath it on the back side of it and see if you couldn't get there. But you ain't going to be able to jump from that. You're not going to be able to jump in there.
I know,
Turn around backwards, fly out a little bit.
Yeah, that's where I'm going to.
Well, that was pretty dumb of me.
What'd you do?
Came in between a contact binary pair and forgot to fire off my heatsink.
Come on, jump. I'm lucky my ship runs so cool.
You say your ship runs cool. It runs like 28.
Yes, 28.
My cutter runs 23.
In super
Yep.
boost? Okay. How does it do that?
Because
You're going to have to ask it.
And that's with everything.
power to engines.
High,
Routing power to engines.
class and, Haymarket?
Yeah, but you forget everything that I had put on this thing was thermal resistant.
Oh, okay.
All right.
3, 2, 1, engage.
It's going to be tricky.
Engage.
Frameshift drive
Charging FTL.
But when you come up on things like that, if you can't get to it from one side, you may kind of just, what I would have done is just reverse thrust and rotate it around. That's where it was with it in the relation.
Fuel scooping.
anyways, I'm sitting here like I've got more sense that Carter's got pills.
Warning. Temperature critical. Fuel scooping complete.
Don't think he has pills anymore.
No, he don't. I probably still got a bottle somewhere. It's got some in it. Well, it's not a bottle. It's a little tin.
That was an amazing man. Funny thing, he was a much better president after he was out of office than when he was in.
Whoa. No, I'm talking about a totally different Carter.
Oh, okay.
Long time ago, there was a little medicine, and it was Carter's pills. And he had pills for everything. Liver, cleaning the liver, and all
Oh, okay. Never heard of him.
Yeah, well, you're not as old as I am.
Well, that's true.
And there was an old statement that, it was liver pills, little liver pills.
Mm-hmm.
Carter's pills.
System scan complete.
Engage.
And
Frame
pills
shift
also
drive.
Preparing for
your
war.
headache, constipation.
This, that, and the other thing. Okay.
Yeah. And so everybody got to saying, you got so many things. It's like Carter's pills, because he had a pill for everything.
Mm.
And they come in little bitty tins, and the top was kind of twist off, and then little bitty pill in there, probably about, I don't know if you remember seeing the saccharin pills that you used to take, put in your coffee to sweeten them.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Fuel scooping.
Same size as Zyrtec.
Round, looked like a shotgun BB,
Mm-hmm.
and you take them, and supposedly it make you feel better.
Warning. Temperature critical. Fuel scooping complete.
And all this time, I was completely misunderstanding your little phrase.
Oh, that's all right. It's an old time phrase, and some people
Not one my father ever used, so.
generation.
If they fixed it so you could actually see the exclusion
System
zone
scan
around
complete.
white dwarfs and neutron stars.
You can if you approach it very carefully.
Yeah, you're right on top of it. That's when you see it.
Engage.
Frame shift drive.
Preparing to
charging.
fold space.
You can also see where the star is by the haze around it if you know what you're looking for.
And that started, of course, by the New Jersey Congressman Bill Pascal, confounded idiot during his 2013 appearance on Rachel Maddow's when he stated that the 1996 election, his opponent had more money than Carter had liver pills. But the old saying was, is you've got more excuses than Carter has
Fuel
pills.
scooping.
Aha, okay.
And that one sounds familiar.
I would almost lay wager you probably heard it a time or two who directed it. Because everybody usually does. But, anyways. But I keep forgetting with this new generation, I say that and they look at me and then like you think I'm talking about President Carter. Oh. With him, you would have to say you have more excuses than Carter had peanuts. okay president. I had nothing against Carter.
He was an okay president. He was a fabulous retired president.
Oh yeah, it was what is it, Habitat for Humanity?
Yeah,
Between Habitat for Humanity, the amount of times that he went around the world to settle disputes between different factions and stop wars, it was, you know.
It's just that they didn't want him doing anything that they're out
System
for.
scan complete.
That's the reason why that he didn't get much done as a president.
Engage.
Frameshift drive.
That's
Spooling
like
FTL
government
engines
teacher
and
in
preparing
college
for
told
jump.
me, he said, if you think the president actually makes decisions and does things according to how he sees that they should be done, you're crazy. He's a puppet. He's a figurehead.
Most of them are, yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Not all of them, but most of them, yeah.
Fuel scooping.
Well, the damn sure most of them don't work for the American people. They work for the corporations.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Fuel scooping complete. Warning, temperature critical.
Part of the reason that Jesse Ventura's campaign never went anywhere is he didn't want to work with the corpse. Not the only reason, but
System
well,
scan.
that had a lot to do with it. Engage.
And when he runs,
Spooling FTL engines and
nobody's
preparing for
ready
jump.
for him.
No, they're not, although he probably would have made a pretty good president. But you can only say that
4,
without, I mean, you have to take that with a grain of salt because we'll never know.
As soon as I find a way into this place.
Except Raxla's around a brown dwarf, so.
Yeah, it's brown
It
or
happens
red.
to be a brown dwarf. We have that
Have you ever seen the picture of it showing the station
safety limits.
No, I
and the star behind it? That star type is what the hell you're looking for.
okay, but we're not even sure if Raxla is a megaship or a station or whatnot in this.
Station.
Oh God, which way am I facing? Which way am I facing? Oh no. Ah, okay, I almost went in towards the star. Ah, boy.
According to everything I can
Frameshift
gather,
drive operating beyond safety limits.
it
Well-
looks like a station that has an orbital on it, but it could be one of them ships that uses that for propulsion. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I've been
go
thinking
look on
it's a
Canon
generation
Research. They
ship or
have a
something.
picture of it, and it shows the star that it's behind, or in front of, rather.
Oh, damn it, I overshot it.
Yeah. See, you just can't go out here and just
System
start
scan
jumping them.
complete.
Oh, I guess you could. But you gotta research and study and go on Canon and go
Galaxy
on
map.
the Rexel page, and you gotta read,
Here's the galaxy map, Commander.
study. Because there's clues, there's puzzles, there's codes, there's coordinates. Yeah, it's kind of like
Well, obviously the
the
coordinates
hoopla we went through.
are useless, otherwise they would have been found by now.
Well, no, because coordinates usually go to a listening post, because if it passed this system that has a listening post, it would have registered it. Or if it sent out a distress signal. Be right back, I gotta have some coffee. And I'm also gonna be bad and get me a chocolate ice cream bar.
Ice cream. You had to say ice cream.
Oh, Target's still open.
What?
Trace, YouTube's running slow today, so hopefully there won't be problems, but who knows? What the hell? How? Oh my god.
Does this have
Something's
any?
weird. Now every time I'm trying to get close to it, it keeps pushing me farther away. My ship isn't. It's super fast, but it isn't as fast as this whole thing's making it seem like.
Just doesn't want to send me to any neutron stars, does it? Okay.
You can have
Fine.
mine. Well, quite dwarf technically, but it's better than nothing. And it's not even near the cone either. It's like right in the center of star asteroids.
All right.
Oh, I did watch Hawkins' video on core mining,
Yeah.
and he kind of explained a little bit of why the color
Engage.
differential in
Frameshift
Odyssey,
drive.
Preparing
it's
for
the,
war.
it's like the cotton candy pink.
Mm-hmm.
And he said this way you can find cores easier because of the brightest, longer lasting color. We're in Horizons, it's orange, and you're looking at black thing marks on the asteroid for the fixtures. In Horizons, you may see 10 orange rocks,
Mm-hmm.
and you're lucky if one of them.
Yeah, but there's no reason they could have. There's no reason for the color change.
Unless they thought the orange was too harsh.
Warning. Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits.
I don't know.
Frameshift drive supercharged.
I don't know.
Maybe they got a bunch of female staff in there and decided that they were going to go with cotton
I
candy
thought the
pink.
orange looked pretty good as far as mining goes.
You could see it.
Yeah, it made it stand out.
Exactly.
Yeah. Now you're going to have to look.
Yeah, that I think is bad. You should don't. You know, it's like don't force me to think. I mean, seriously, that is a UI design concept. Don't force me to think.
It should be natural.
System scan complete.
Engage.
Well,
And
Drive.
Preparing for war.
speaking of a natural, you see how my radar looks? That's how it should look like in Odyssey. Don't try to fix something that's not broke.
and that's another thing. It's like plants on the
Orange
surface.
blob, just
2, 1.
The aliens
they
and
had
the
to-
floor and everything must be some plain Jane bullshit because you'd have thought alien life form would have been very colorful.
Mm.
well, there were some colorful things, but not as colorful as we would think.
I didn't see that colorful. They're either white or
Or
brown, or they only get turned colorful when you pulse them.
Well, I saw some naturally purple ones. The shrubs were
Flowers.
naturally purple.
Warning. Temperature critical.
Yeah, that's the only thing.
Yeah.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
knows what an alien plant life is going to look like.
Fuel scooping.
Hey, Castle. Good to see you back.
Hello, Castle. Yum.
Now, so let's stop with that with the ice cream. Damn it.
Scooping complete.
I don't need any ice cream right now. I'd have to...
Like I said, Target's still open, you know.
Maybe we go to Target for ice cream.
Target by me doesn't have ice cream.
What? Really?
Yeah, engage.
Oh, so
Preparing
you
to
have
fold
a food
space.
section in your Target.
Nope.
Oh, that's why. Okay.
Wally World has a food section.
Yeah, but they don't. I mean, they have some ice cream, but they got some decent ice cream. But
3, 2, 1.
Although I'd go to... I'd rather go to Sam's. They got better and in bulk.
what is that? Haagen-Dazs?
Oh, Haagen-Dazs.
There you go.
It's...
Very
Well-
high quality ice cream at that.
It's closer to a... Oh, damn. What the hell's the word for it? Damn, I'd have to ask my wife. There's a specific subset of ice cream that Haagen-Dazs belongs to.
Rich and creamy.
But the star is now red. I don't think I can get much closer.
No, if the star turns red, you don't want to get any closer on a neutron.
System
But
scan
I need to.
complete.
No, you... Right into the danger zone.
Oh my god, I'm at 61 degrees.
Engage.
I'm so cold.
Preparing to fold space.
Damn, I love this shit.
Hey, you're not even going towards your target.
Yeah, I'm closer than I was, but see, I need to veer away a bit to get closer to
2,
my point. Well, it's a so 1.11 light seconds, but it's 0.60 light seconds closer, so I'm getting there.
Hawk engineered his guns and his suit up. His Dominator.
Mm-hmm.
And he was sitting in there and two guys were shooting at him. Pop, 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 pop. Wasn't even bothering his suit.
Yep.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yep, the upgraded suit is pretty nice. It's just getting to that point is a pain in the behind.
He gave up on taking down the whatchamacallit, what the hell, the Goliath.
Take that down when I bring my Corvette
System
in.
scan complete.
Engage.
Frame
Charging
shift drive
FTL.
charging.
Or I'll bring my Type 10 Defender in. Life can't be as bad as
4,
Stargoid.
3, 2, 1. Engage.
Oh, I don't know that I'd call this a new project, Castle. It's an old project that's continuing.
New project. What are
Yeah.
you talking
Oh, Castle joined us when we were doing the
Fuel scooping.
Odyssey.
about? You can only die so many times before it gives you an inferiority complex.
lined up with it, so I can't go any further by veering away. I can't get closer by veering away anymore. I need to fly to it.
Warning, temperature critical.
Well, this is bad.
It may be one of them you can't get to.
Fuel scoop
In the story.
disengaged.
This posted. Nothing to see here, folks.
Well, anyways, the day was very, very boring. I jumped to 70 different systems.
Wow.
Individually
Fuel scooping.
inspected probably 50 stations.
Mm-hmm.
And finally found some with Empire. Most of them were pirates or wanted you to go assassinate someone. It's like, come on, man.
System scan complete.
I might have to wait. You can travel in normal space to get to it, I believe.
That-
Yeah, but remember this.
And if I
Remember this. When you drop out of Super Cruise and you go to it, you're going to have to fly back
Yeah.
out as far as you are now in order not to take damage to get back in your Super Cruise.
Yep. I know.
Tank are you using?
What?
Is it 6A?
No. Where's the fuel tank? Oh, it's not on. I can't tell on here. It's whatever this stock one is for a. Oh, I can look it up. For a courier.
I haven't checked out yet.
So the fuel tank is a 3C, and I've got a 3A fuel scoop, which is the largest thing I can put on it. So I've. And it's still slow. Yeah. Engage.
Spooling FTL engines and preparing for jump.
There.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
And I did not engineer this ship for heat. I engineered it specifically for jump distance.
Well, there you go. You got what you wanted.
Yep.
You got knocked out of Super Cruise.
Let's see what my heat goes down to. Wait here for a bit.
Fuel scooping.
We're going to get to see
Okay.
Philip blow up tonight.
That's not too bad.
If he's got one that's running at 28, he should be able to
Temperature
tool around on the 8.
scooping complete.
Yeah, he should be able to tool around pretty good. The only trouble he's going to have is when he goes to jump out of there. He's going to have to make sure he's pointed the right direction.
Okay, it looks like I'm stabilizing at 53 in normal space.
Oh,
Oh.
man.
So I'm really close to it.
That's actually pretty good. How far is the thing from where you're at?
0.75 light seconds.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's going to be hours, Philip.
How many hours?
Not only that, but he's taking damage where he's at.
No, not yet.
It knocked you out of Super Cruise.
Yeah, but he's running at 50-something heat, which is fine. But let's see. Assume you got what's your speed? Subspace.
One second, let me check that. How do I?
Just boost and see how fast you're going.
Oh, okay. 511. Top.
System
So that's
scan complete.
that's a half a kilometer per second, and you're at and it's at 0.7 light years, which is, huh?
0.7.
0.7 light years. 0.7 light years is
Light seconds.
light seconds. 0.7 light seconds is oh Jesus. Light seconds to megameters.
Hope you brought her lunch, Phil, is what he's saying.
One megameter. Okay. Yeah.
It says it takes him 6.1 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really want to see what you know. You have to think.
You're gonna have to take another angle in there.
And this is in the bubble.
Okay, so one light second, so 299.79. So that goes there. Control V. That's megameters. Control V. That's that many meters.
My hand isn't
Copy. So V divided by 500 is that many seconds. Divided by 60 is 9,993 minutes. Divided by 60 is 166 hours and a half.
Yeah, better luck going to, what's that place out
Well,
there?
I could
To
leave
get
the
to
game on
Huh.
just flying me there.
Who?
I could leave the game on all day and night just flying there.
Yeah.
What is the place that...
So I would try and approach it from a different angle, Philip, in Super Cruise. Okay, well you're not going to get there then.
On the left, he can't go on the right because of the cones.
Yeah.
He's tried on the other side, and he's tried on that side, on this side.
This
I don't
is the
see
closest
any way.
I got to it so far.
Right.
The only way he can do it, and it's dangerous, is he can fly super fast and hit the excursion zone and hope that it skips him into it. That's about the only thing he could do, and then getting out of it would be a bitch.
Yeah. And he might get too close and burn up. Engage.
Frameshift drive.
Preparing to fold space.
But he's approached it on both sides, and like I said, left and right, you have to fight the cones flipping around.
Yeah. Well, that's annoying.
4, 3, 2.
So 166 and a half hours. Good luck.
He got closer on this side than he did the other side. The other side only let him up 1 minute, or 1.40 light seconds?
7.5.
Okay, yeah, and he's down to 0.7 something now.
Yeah, 0.7 will take him 166 hours to get to, so.
It's not
Hey,
too
dang.
long as the game
Warning.
doesn't crash.
Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits.
Oh,
I
it'll.
don't know what's going to happen Thursday when Odyssey comes online, but you won't be there by the time Odyssey comes
Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Frameshift drive supercharged.
I don't know any way to do it.
Yeah, yeah, I wouldn't even try.
I wouldn't even know if you could even target that with a carrier and put the carrier in there.
I don't think you can target a rock with a carrier.
Complete.
Not an asteroid
Yeah, I
field.
don't.
Yeah.
This planet. Okay.
All right. Galaxy map. Galaxy map.
Here's the galaxy map, Commander.
Ah.
I'm sitting here. I told myself I was going to relax today, right? Especially after flying around all them stations that I wasn't going to do nothing today. And tomorrow, probably with, getting my eyes dilated and stuff, I probably wasn't going to do nothing tomorrow. And I'm sitting here looking, and it says, mining exploration support needs. 400 units of barandite, 50 million. Mining expansion support needs. 392 units of cobalt, 49 million. Mining exposition support needs. 204 units of gold, 50 million.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going, oh, the cobalt and the gold, I can do in one load. And the other one I can do, it'd take me 25 minutes and I could pocket close to 150 million. I'm sitting here going, Sony credits. Then I see here it says 176 units of Osmium, 35 million. Can't buy Osmium, you have to mine it.
Looks like I'm gonna have to bookmark this system.
Find the supercharge. Boy, do I remember.
She was watching the stream when I went into the neutron star.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, pretty much that's the best route. Okay, fine. That's the way I'm going. Engage. Engage.
I will
Preparing to
get
fold
to that
space.
asteroid cluster after they stop screwing around with Odyssey. I'm not taking any risks that
Odyssey
they're
ain't
going
gonna have
to
nothing to do with it.
have to roll back my character or something.
They're not going to roll back anything on main, Philip.
Yeah, but a crash could make you go back too.
The main game is not being affected by the crashes they have on Odyssey. It's the main game is still the main game as it was. Other than tonight, they had some sort of update, small update.
Yeah,
I don't know what the hell that was. And
wasn't
the
an
dev report
update.
didn't say nothing about it.
It's a
Yeah.
bug fix of some sort.
Like you forgot. It's like they lost our information, hardware information, and needed to recalculate it, regather it.
Well, no, they did. They periodically regather it anyway, because people's machines change and they want to see what people are using for machines. That way, they know what to target.
System scan complete.
It's actually a pretty common thing.
Hot fixes, and the only update
Engage.
was like
Frameshift
Friday.
drive.
Spooling FTL engines and preparing for
The only
jump.
thing they did today was Lima's Gate coming to PC. That's some game. That's another game. That's not me.
Hmm.
4, 3, 2,
Then they talk about Sally Morgan or the new community. Yeah, they didn't do nothing today or last night.
Well, there was a small update today,
I
and
understand.
yeah.
I went through that, yes. But I'm just saying they don't have it posted anymore what they were doing.
Yeah, they didn't. The only thing for certain they obviously did was trigger the hardware thing. But that I don't think they actually needed an update for. I think that's triggered in, they said it's something on the server. to trigger next login to do that. At least if they were intelligent and had that planned ahead, they would have had that. But
But the
Now
game
you're
itself didn't update.
Now you're asking them to think outside the box, and you know they can't do that.
no, I actually had a game. Oh no, that was a launcher update. So yeah, it may have just been the.
It wasn't the in-game update. It was like when I came on Steam and got ready to launch. You know, I clicked Elite, and before I ever clicked on. When I clicked on Elite, before I ever got to either go into Elite Horizons or Elite Odyssey, it said, wait, initiating something.
Yeah, and that's a launcher update when they do that. But no, I guess the main game didn't update, so it may very well have just been the been triggering the hardware survey thing, the hardware detector, which I'm surprised they don't have that on something that they can just trigger off the server.
Well, then maybe they figured everybody's got new hardware now because of Odyssey.
It's something they do. I think they do it every 6 months.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. It didn't take it long.
Nope.
And I came in and flew,
Yeah, I
and it
didn't know
didn't
that-
seem to miss anything. Although, I will say I'm annoyed in Horizons because when I'm coming into the station, you know, I understand the concept of shadows from the toaster rack. But when I'm flying straight and steady and not really going very fast, those shadows should be slowly changing. And they're sitting there dancing all around like your FSS was in Odyssey. And I'm like, oh, God, that's annoying.
You notice it at certain speeds, yeah.
Well, I mean, it's just coming into dock, you know, coming through the mail slot.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. And it is speed dependent. If you come in at a slightly different speed, you won't notice it.
Same speed I always come in, auto dock.
Oh, okay.
There's my jump point.
Well, I don't know what to tell you because
Yourself in trouble there? What did you get into? Come you taking so much heat damage?
No, not really. I'm taking some internal heat damage. No hull damage yet. I was jumping away from the star.
The neutron?
Ju-
Oh, okay.
yeah, jumping out of the neutron, he probably took a little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not much, though.
I don't know. Elite's gonna do what Elite's gonna do, and everything's gonna be broke, and then we're gonna have to wait. They're gonna fix it. It's kind of like they were gonna nerf the low temperature diamonds because everybody was
Engage.
going bonkers on it, and
Preparing
they
to
nerfed
full
Trim and
space.
everything else, and it took what was it? 3 months?
3 months to get it straightened out, yeah. You know what I could have done, and I just thought of this?
Yeah.
I could have shipped a side one.
The planet that they showed the picture that Erexlo was sitting in front of. Maybe a little darker.
Oh. There's nothing here, unfortunately.
You know what I just thought of, Lynn?
What,
I could have shipped a Sidewinder out to the carrier.
bloated up?
Why would you want?
Bloat it up and then bust myself back to a base Sidewinder in the bubble.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't even think of it.
But wouldn't you have lost your cutter?
System
No.
scan complete.
No, you just shipped your cutter back, which cost you 1 billion credits.
No.
No, I took the mining cutter out.
Yeah, no. Well, you wouldn't have come back to the bubble, would you? You would have went to Colonia, right?
No, if you bust yourself back to the Sidewinder, I'd be all the way back to Colonia, all the way back to the bubble.
Oh, okay.
I've just never wanted to try it because I never was sure if I did that if I'd lose all my ships.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do it either.
Engage.
Frame shift
Preparing
Like
to
flying
fill
in black
space.
holes. Some people tell you, oh, you can do it, no problem whatsoever. Then when you watch it happen, it's like,
Yeah. I may try that when I get to the end of the duck.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Go somewhere, get in a Sidewinder, blow it up, and bust himself back to a Sidewinder and see if he loses all his ships. I don't think you do. I'm pretty sure you don't, but I haven't tried it, and I don't want to try it on this account.
are you telling me all this time of us busting our butts to get him ranked up, you're going to bust him back to nothing?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I just don't know how long before. I might do it when Odyssey finally goes live. So I might bust him back to nuts and start over with, buy Odyssey for him and start him from zip with Odyssey.
Why would you want to do that? You've already punished yourself with Trace.
Because he's the account that I kind of use for showing people how to start and do things from the beginning.
You have a Corvette already.
Yeah, I know. So it's getting close to time to bust him down and start over again.
It's getting close to the point of no return.
No such thing.
He would probably say that, Philip, if he was talking about the
System
Trace
scan
account, but he's not
Yeah.
talking about the Trace account.
Yeah, the Trice account,
About freebie.
I will never reset the Trice account. The Trice account will continue doing on its own thing forever. Engage.
Frame shift
Charging
drive
FTL.
charging.
The duck account is an account basically that I use for they're doing things like starting over, for showing specific things.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, that way I don't do something crazy and ruin my main account.
Right. I will tell you something.
Hmm?
They talk about mining and stuff, but when you're a newcomer, if you come in the game and you set up, if you can get a Cobra, I don't know if you can get a Cobra in the new beginners area, can you?
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can get up to a Cobra. Nothing better though.
But you could set a Cobra up like I have in Odyssey,
Mm-hmm.
and 16 tons of whatever ore gets you 800,000.
Yep. Make money real quick. And so when
You
Odyssey,
don't have to go out to the pirates thing.
right? So when Odyssey goes live, for real, I may reset Darkwing.
Well, I guess I could jump on. My free one.
Yeah.
Or I could just follow you around in my big one.
Yep. Just basically just to show the new way of starting over, the new way of starting in the game.
We've mined a lot with
Mhm.
256, 400 tons, 512. Lots of limpets, lots of lasers, lots of everything.
Mm-hmm.
But the stripped down version of Cobra that you have to do in order to get your prospector collector refinery on it,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you have to run with no shields, or shield generator rather, and it gives a whole new aspect, a whole new thinking process of how you go about doing that.
Mm-hmm.
And you only got 3 slots
Yep.
in your thing, so all you can do is you can either do mining lasers in a subsurface or an abrasion blaster, or you can do seismic charge
That's the
with the
thinking. Get
abrasion
that stuff
blaster.
in the new area.
What?
That's the thinking. Get like a abrasion blasters in the new area. It still talks about setting things up in the newbie area, right?
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know if you can do anything beyond laser mining in the newbie area.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Okay. I was just doing laser money, and it's 800,000. So.
Yeah. So we'll see. I mean, that's kind of one of the things I do. I got to have the duck account for, is to see.
I wish there was some way you can reset all the entire account except keeping your ship. Or
Why
like,
in the hell would you want to
allow
go
you
through
to
redoing
reset
all the
certain
engineers and shit?
Well,
I said, why in the hell would you want to go through doing all the
System
engineers and shit
scan
again?
complete.
And ranks.
Oh, well, maybe you didn't
engage.
do a lot of engineering.
Frameshift
Preparing for jump.
I'm just saying, it would be nice to avoid having to do all the rep crap again, the rep grind to get a Corvette and a cutter.
Yeah. Well.
All my engineers are done. No, I don't want to go back. I'm dreading having to do the ones for the safety crap.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I said, the reason I do it with the duck is my tutorial account.
Right.
So it's a given that at some point I will start him over, and it's probably going to be when Odyssey goes live.
Complete.
Makes sense.
Engage.
Frameshift drive
Preparing for
charging.
warp.
Because for me, that's the purpose of that account. It's where I do tutorials. It's where I do, funny off-the-wall things that I wouldn't want to risk my main account on. Does mean I'm going to have to buy Odyssey for it.
Yeah,
I got
I
two
hate that.
copies of it.
It should. They have the account system set up per email address. That's
Yeah, it's just pretty standard.
And
I've got two
platform.
emails count.
If there was a way they could tie all your different accounts into one, so they know you already technically have Odyssey.
Why would they do that, Philip?
So sweet. No,
They don't care.
no, I know it's not good business.
It's
So-
your problem to have 50 accounts. It's your problem to have 50 email addresses, not theirs.
Mm-hmm. And that is absolutely standard on MMOs.
Yeah.
So, no, they're not.
Well, most MMOs aren't tied to platform though.
Yes, they are.
You're allowed to make multiple accounts per platform
Yeah.
in most MMOs.
Yeah, they just require different emails.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what this requires. And guess what? If they had upgrades, you have to buy them per email. That is standard. That's the way it's done.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
I have no problem with this.
They clean up the galaxy map and shit. I don't see what's wrong with. They could have took the galaxy map and the system map that we got right now
Mm-hmm.
and left it like it was and improved it so much better without trying to reinvent the wheel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know who thought up the new thing. I don't like it.
I don't either. You
They
cannot.
should have that.
System
I
scan
haven't even found where you
complete.
could look up what your bookmarks are.
Engage.
That's another thing. Are we gonna
Charging
look up
FTL.
Wait.
I think I found that one.
I don't think I found it out where. Wait. I need to jump into Odyssey.
It's one of the icons. I forget if it's on the left or right hand side.
If you leave, you're gonna leave us.
Yeah, that's right. I can't communicate with you
But,
across the phone.
Are you talking about you did locate the bookmarkers where you could find the bookmarkers that you
No, I
saved?
was going to look for it.
I believe I did. I mean, I think it's one of the tabs, one of the little icons on the left or right gives you them.
Where you could mark a system.
Yeah.
But I didn't see where you could edit it to like raw materials, that.
You know, I didn't try and edit it.
System scan complete.
Engage.
To me, it's just too
Schooling
cluttered.
FTL engines and preparing for jump.
It is too cluttered. It's
There's two major issues. They're splitting the info tab into like multiple info tabs for some stupid reason. And the other problem is that they're having all the options on one side, the left side where all the options should be. They split it between two sides where the right side doesn't even show up unless you interface with something else on the screen.
yeah.
It's dumb. And then you can't zoom in, and you know, like in our system map, you can zoom into the planet, bring it up. And if you're looking at a planet that doesn't have if it doesn't have a face on it or something, you can't hardly zoom it in to look at it.
I don't think I had an issue with that.
I don't think I had an issue with that either. I just because I've got it.
Face on it, there's no
System scan
problem.
complete.
It'll let you zoom in to find the base. But I'm talking about a planet
Engage.
out there
Frame
that
shift
don't
Schooling
have nothing
FTL
on it,
engines
just
and preparing for jump.
pictures of it.
I don't remember having a problem.
Zooming on it, if it's probably one you couldn't land on.
Even in this one here, you can pick one and zoom in and look at the planet surface.
I'll have to look at that the next time I'm in there, but I didn't think I had a problem with it.
Yeah, see? I'm pretty sure it was planets that weren't landable. Those you can't zoom in super close
Fuel scooping.
because they're probably not even really rendered.
But the problem is, you should be able to look at every planet.
You can't do it in the normal elite, in Horizon either. So that's not changed. You can look at my stream. I'm zooming in on
I don't need
a
to look at your stream.
non-landable
I've got
planet.
system maps myself, Philip.
Okay. And it stops once it starts getting close.
But it's just
So
like,
that's
you know,
not
here,
changed.
this is like here, we can click on a planet with rings, so we can look over there on the left, and we can see if it's pristine, or major, or, you know, depleted, or common.
Yeah. All that info still exists, but they split it into like multiple buttons for some reason.
It should be instant when I pick that planet.
should be
I
a
should be able to
single
look in the left and
goddamn
see what the
button.
hell it is. I shouldn't have to hit
Yes,
another
I know.
tab to go someplace else to hit another tab.
Yeah, it's very poor design for that.
Yeah.
You know as well as I to do that sometimes when you're going in here, you don't have a minute to go find something because somebody's chasing your ass.
Yep.
You got a pirate, you got a Thargoid, you got somebody on your butt you're trying to get away
System
from them,
scan complete.
and you're trying to zoom in to pick someplace. It's not user friendly. Let's just be honest.
Fuel scooping.
Certainly got its problems. Yeah. Engage.
It could have been so much classier.
Preparing to flood
I mean, we're
space.
talking 3307,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah, and
Everything should be at fingertips.
Yep.
there's absolutely no reason for that data design.
4, 3, 2,
They took the worst part of what you would call the flea carrier
Mm-hmm.
and moved that over to the regular menus too. I don't really care for that much either. And how about
I don't
the
care how long it
outfit
took everybody to
is
figure out
really
where the hell
awkward.
their backpack was.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, I know. It's not where it is. It's not accessible where it should be. I have to go through loops to find.
System scan
I have to go on my
Engage.
Frame shift
access
drive
Preparing to
ejected.
fold space.
then there's basically only a transfer button.
Mm-hmm.
No, you don't have to go on your ship.
Really
You can do it
isn't
in your
there.
SRV. And now they got it where you can do it in the station.
Me too.
4, 3, 2,
Or at least that's what I heard. So. You can also do it now in the station. Someone
Oh,
was saying.
can you? Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, they are listening to what people are saying, and hopefully they will trash that idea that they got on the system map and the galaxy map, because it's
And that little item wheel they have, I can tell whoever came up with that idea where they could take that and shove it.
yeah, no kidding. I can't even use it.
The system wheel is okay because it uses your.
But yeah, the system wheel stays there where you can pick through it.
Yeah.
The
But
item
the
wheel.
item wheel stuff, it's finicky at best.
And it takes 2 hands to use.
system
Yeah.
scan.
That's wrong. Engage.
You can hit that hotkey.
Spooling FTL engines and preparing for jump.
You might not remember this, but when Odyssey first came out, you didn't have to constantly hold down the one button to keep the item wheel popped up.
Mm-hmm.
No, it didn't stay for a while. Then all of a sudden it didn't have to
Yeah,
hotkey.
I don't know why they changed that. They made a finicky bad system even worse.
Mm-hmm.
Because somebody who's really into combat probably says, that's in my way of you. But what they could actually do to fix that, there's only a couple of items on there that you need.
And put them in the hotkeys, damn it.
Scooping.
A med kit and your energy pack.
Yep.
Whatever
Medkit should be on a hotkey anyway.
Yeah, I know. But
And your
I
energy
swear,
charger,
the
whatever, on a hotkey. Because I've
Mhm.
got my flashlight on my headlights on my ship.
Yep.
I swear though, there's got to be a way to hotkey the energy pack already. Because I've seen people instantly recharge that thing while on foot, not going to an SRV or anything,
Hmm.
without opening up the item wheel.
Well, I'll have to go look.
Well, there's one thing about it. If you open up that item wheel, your AVI or your little commander there comes to a complete stop. And he won't
Wait,
move.
you can't move? Why?
No, you can't move while that item wheel's open. Yeah, there's so many things wrong with that thing.
So you're getting your butt shot off while you're trying to put a
Oh.
medic's kit on or
Yeah.
fix your shields. It's kind of like they had 5 or 6 different developers there, and they all throwed all of their ideas of 50 into one,
Yeah.
and they all decided to go with all of them's idea instead of picking out the best ones.
Yeah, I don't like either of the wheels really.
No, I kind
I
of
want
like the
menus like I
system
have in
wheel.
my ship, where I can look left, I can look up, I can look right, I can look down, and I can get to where I need to go.
Fuel scooping complete.
No, you don't, because that would block your view about what's going on at the moment.
As soon as you select anything, it blocks your view anyway.
Yeah.
It's just like this. Every time you pull a gun, you have to look at your keyboard and make sure you're pushing the right keys.
Well, I actually have that fixed right now. I
Right.
keyed it to a button that.
It still doesn't matter. You
I know
still have to look
perfectly
to see where your
well where
hands
it
are
is.
at.
System scan complete.
It's just like
Engage.
me.
Preparing
I
to
had my
fold
primary
space.
weapons and stuff, and I had where you aim is the mouse. What is it? The right mouse click
Mm-hmm.
to aim your guns or to aim that
Okay.
stupid analyzer, and then the right mouse click was to trigger it to work.
4,
And I could trigger your little plant thingy there, and then the second time, because you had to click it and let off of it, click it and let off of it, and the second click or the third click, it to pull my damn gun out and shoot the plant.
Yeah, I never run into that, pulling out the weapon when, my, weapon when trying to use the scanner.
System scan.
I had that happen quite a few times.
Hit someone in the process. Did you?
Yeah.
And that's like your analyzer. Why do you have to cycle through your tools to find it? You're in the
Oh, well,
Optimus
there is a
suit.
shortcut key for that. I actually have one key set to it, but I forget where that is, so I just cycle through anyway. But there is a shortcut key for pulling out each individual tool.
Not for the analyzer. There is for the energy link. There is for the comp analyzer. Let's see, what are they?
There is.
I've got them all wrote down right here. What is it? Okay, up and
Engage.
crouch, jump,
Preparing to
interact,
fold space.
melee, hand grenade. What is it? You can toggle a flashlight. The night vision we don't have. You have the recharge tool, which you can put on a hotkey. You have the comp analyzer that you put on a hotkey, and then a specific tool.
Yeah, and the suit tool one will pull out your the scanner, the bioscanner.
To scan the people.
Oh, the one to scan the people? Jeez, I forget what. I forget where that one is.
I have a tool selected and I have a switch tool mode, so that when you get on them, you can switch it from overcharging and opening up the box to killing the person. You're supposed to be able to stun them, but you're killing them.
Yeah, and I forget what.
Scan somebody for a kill warrant or.
Yeah, I forget where that one is.
Unfortunately, there's no instant key for that. You have to first
Schooling
switch
FTL engines
the
and
weapon,
preparing for
which
jump.
you can't, or the scanner.
Oh, okay. There's no button for that one.
It's a shortcut key for it, but then you need another key to switch the mode. You can't
I just told
start
you.
out.
Switch to.
Yeah.
You pull out the weapon or the gun or the analyzer you want, and then you hit switch tool mode.
Right.
Yeah.
It's too too many buttons.
Every key on foot right here on my damn wall.
Yep. And
So I know exactly what's in there, and there is none for the stupid plant analyzer. You just cycle through your tools.
Oh, that's what you meant. Yeah.
Engage.
Frameshift drive.
Preparing for jump.
That way you can pull out that particular tool, and it would be triggered to your, whatever you got your trigger weapon, your triggers to. But that's like locking in your cruise assist. I should be able to do that with a key instead of having to go to the left menu and click activate super cruise or cruise assist. Little things would mean a lot if they just get it right.
Yep.
You just gave me an idea, though.
Oh, good
What
God.
if-
Run, Trace, run.
What if I gave my ship over? If I turned over control of my ship to the Super Cruise computer and had it take me to try taking me to the cluster.
It would just take you right to it and pop you out right where you're
So
supposed to
I'm
be, just like
talking
any
about
signal.
One. I'm talking about the one where it's inside the corona of the dwarf.
As soon as you got into the exclusion zone, it'd knock you out of Super Cruise.
Okay, you think?
Fuel scoop
It
disengaged.
would
Absolutely not.
I wonder if it would even try to fly me there.
Oh yeah, it'll fly you there, and as soon as it got to where it dropped you out at, it dropped it out at. Cruise assist is like having autopilot.
Yeah.
As soon as you get in trouble, or as soon as you hit a ring or something, you're
Fuel
gone. You're
scooping.
out. You're not
But
dead.
maybe
It just knocks you out of
might
Super Cruise.
be able to find a loophole that it can squeeze me in that I can't find.
Fuel
I
scooping
don't know.
complete.
Try it.
Yeah, I'm going to try that.
That's also another thing. While you're in Odyssey, if you find something really interesting and neat and you bookmark it, you better write it down, because when this goes away, your bookmark goes away too. Poor Trace had
Yep.
our travel laid out, had it 499, 498, 496, and then when the beta went poof, all of his bookmarks went poof, and he had to plot it all over again.
Warning. Temperature critical.
But I am making sure I'm getting raw materials, because the way they got Odyssey, we may
System
never
scan
find them again.
complete.
Engage.
Frame
Preparing to
shift
fold
drive
space.
Ooh, it gets a little warm there, Pops.
Well, yeah. This ship does run warm.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Hardhead meet hardhead. Here he goes back after that cluster of rocks that he couldn't get into earlier.
Well, even if it's in a month or whatever, when Alpha, when the Odyssey Alpha stops, when they stop screwing around with that thing, I'm really gonna go there. I'm going to get there.
Fill up. They're not messing around with Horizons.
No, they're messing around with Odyssey.
Right.
And
If you can't get to it in
if
Horizons,
their servers,
99.9% of you ain't gonna get to it in Odyssey.
System scan complete.
Engage.
Frame shift
Charging
drive
FTL.
charging.
chance that their servers go boom.
The Horizon servers are separate from the Odyssey. Don't worry about it.
4, 3,
Go
2,
play your
1.
Steam War game or something, or whatever the hell you call it, because you're taking a chance just playing tonight. And tomorrow night you're taking a bigger chance. And the next night you're taking even a bigger chance. I just can't wait till they load all this shit up on that one on the servers, and that damn thing goes. It can't even run optimize with just Odyssey, and then you're gonna drag Horizons in on top of it.
Okay, the Super Cruise computer doesn't work how I thought it would. I don't think.
Well, do you even have
Nope.
it installed in your ship?
Yes.
Okay.
I use it to just come to a dead stop when I enter it.
System
Okay.
scan complete.
That's all I usually use it for.
Engage.
Frame shift
Preparing to
drive
fold
charging.
space.
And how's that gonna work, Trace? Odyssey, we all know, is not optimized yet, right? It's running
Yeah.
hot and it's running high.
Yes, and that's a compiler setting.
So what are they gonna do when they bring Horizons in on top of that?
2,
They'll turn the compiler setting back on.
Why haven't they been doing that?
Because it's easier to run debug.
I'm just sitting here thinking, if we thought we had orange sidewinders and crates and black outers, but you better get in. Don't do anything real serious in Odyssey for the first few days.
They're gonna through the alpha. They're gonna run it unoptimized, because it makes it easier to track down bugs.
Right.
So, you know, an alpha is basically a leveraging your customers as QE.
Oh, I finally got an answer back for my credit.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
what'd they say?
They
System
said, yes,
scan
we see the
complete.
problem when we fixed it, but since this just is an alpha, we're not too concerned about the credits. And I'm like,
Oh, you mean when they stole your credits
Yeah.
back?
So they're guaranteed they're gonna make sure they have the bug fixed when it goes live, but they're not worried about your credits because it's only an alpha, and credits are easy.
even though, you know, I may
Engage.
have been saving up for it.
Frame
And
shift.
so I
Installing
replied back to
FTL
him,
engines and preparing for jump.
touche.
That's alpha for you.
Yeah, it's like I just wrote back touche. I said, customer service, I said, you know, where I come from, the customer is always right. And when you screwed up, you make sure your customer is comfortable and you take care of them. Because the next time you get a suspicion, they may tell you to stick it in your ass. And I put those words just like that to them.
Mm-hmm. And it will fall on deaf ears
Fuel scoping.
because it's an alpha.
Yep. I'm so used to companies using. I hate when they do that, but they use alpha as demos more than an actual alpha. So I found it refreshing that when the alpha came, it was an actual alpha.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what you need to do is look around at you and look around at everybody who bought the game. I know that Trace got his copy for trade free because he had VIP. But anybody that paid $60 for it, well, guess what? You were just used as a free dummy, so they didn't have to hire a bunch of people to go in and play the game hours and hours and hours and hours and hours to find the bugs.
Mm-hmm.
They made you pay for the game, and you're their test dummies.
And they didn't even give it at much of a discount.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I don't like when companies charge for access. That's why I really thought Frontier was pulling a blizzard on us.
Well, I mean, you pre-bought the game. Okay, fine. You pre-bought the upgrade, and they gave you alpha access. Okay, but if you're gonna have me do alpha access, give me a discount on the damn game.
Yeah.
Right, because it would cost you thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to get somebody in there to fly your game to find the bugs for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And make your bug reporting thing easier. It should be that when I go in there to report a game, who I am, my commander, whatever, should automatically be linked to it, where all I go in there and tell them what my problem is, throw a screenshot up if I want to,
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
and
We
they
shouldn't
know
have to
who
put
I
in the
am.
basic information every time because we have to.
You're logged in. They should have it. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
But you need my email address, you need to know all the components about my computer. Well,
Which they should already have.
They're literally scanning our computers for hardware specs. How do they not know this crap?
Yeah.
and I love you, Elite. I love you. I enjoy you. Oh, at least I enjoy Horizons. Odyssey, not so much yet.
I kind of enjoyed her Odyssey.
Well, as it gets better, it will be more enjoyable. But
The most enjoyable thing on Odyssey I've found so far is that when I left a footprint in the dirt. I was like, wow, that's cool.
yeah.
That's pretty sorry. That's
Engage.
It impressed me.
Preparing for
I'm
war.
really loving the terrain changes.
I'm not. They flicker too much.
Well, the flickering is due to optimization. That'll go away.
And that putrid green.
Ah,
Different, pleasing color.
oh God, yeah, that's horrible. That's a lousy color. It looks.
Yeah, why they could have just kept it blue where it's just default. like forest green
Well, why
or light.
Well, why don't they just use what NASA uses that has the oranges and the blues and the greens and the reds in it?
Yep.
You know, use the color palette that people recognize. That Puget green, the only thing I can think of is The Exorcist, where she's picking up pea soup.
Using standard heat map colors would have been much better.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know, it's another one of those cases where they reinvented the wheel when they didn't have to.
Right.
There.
System scan complete.
Anyway, engage.
They've invented so many wheels that.
Oh, find the white trace.
It's almost 10 o'clock. Yeah, the next scoopable star I get to. Engage.
Frame shift drive.
Preparing
Like I
for
said,
war.
depending on
Oh,
how
wait a minute.
designed-
Never mind. We're done here. The next one's the neutron star.
Oh, okay.
All right.
But anyways, it just depends on how dilated they put my eyes or how long it lasts, whether I'll be able. I can get on and talk to you guys. That's no problem.
Alrighty. The next jump is the next neutron star, so that starts off a whole new series of jumps. And since it's coming up on my bedtime here, I think I'll call it here. Like to thank everyone who came along for the ride this evening. It was great having you all along. Camille and Castle, thank you for joining us in the chat. And Philip and Lynn, thank you for joining me in the wing.
Yeah, always.
So we will pick this up right here tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. That's all for now. This is Terrace Majestus signing out.